Hello, welcome to another episode of Sundowns and Vlog. It's the match review and player ratings for our quarterfinal second leg against Ahly. We drew 1-1, lost 3-1 on aggregate. Talks. Speak up.
Yeah. I feel a bit down after that. Yes, we might have lost this in the first leg, but always you're going into a game believing that you would turn things around. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. Again, we get knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League by the same club. Disappointing day all around. I wanted better from our season, but it wasn't to be. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Sometimes you need a bit of quality here and there, and we were not good enough on the day. Simply not good enough. Technical team, players, we were not good enough.
Yeah. Last week's performance in the first leg was way much better than today. The performance in the first leg, there was so much fight, so much. We were aggressive. We were bothering Al Ahly. I remember jokingly now during the week, I get where is a game at Trishville. Like, why don't we go to Loftus? I mean, what has Trishville given us?
It doesn't make sense to me why we move. Like, why are we playing that? It doesn't make sense. I agree with you. I thought we had played all our Champions League games call after the season. Why move the most important game?
If you wanted to win a psychological battle there, I mean, these people, the last time they were there, like, they got a draw. When they got a draw. If you thought maybe you will hit them psychologically, we beat them 5-0 there. Like, it was in the middle of summer. The fans were there. Everything was in it. There was really no need now to take it there. But there's so many things that really disappointed me about our club. One, I think we lost this game psychologically. Like, we lost the psychological battle. Coach Mangoba really disappointed me about addressing the thing here, Gaston Sirino exchanging shirts. I mean, you simply say, it's nothing, like players exchange shirts. Or better, or you could even say, oh no, I didn't see that. And it's not a thing. When you address it, it now becomes a thing. And you saw the mind games that Coach Pizzo played. You saw the mind games that Al Ahly played. The video of our fans. People might not want to agree with those Sundowns fans. Most keepers are long-time Sundowns supporters. They supported Sundowns way before we supported Sundowns. These guys. Them going there and showing their support for Coach Pizzo. I think there's a lot of things that were shown above the surface, and there are deeper things behind those things that people don't know. Leona, this thing, Coach Pizzo being son at the orchestrator of that. Leona, this thing, was is because there's a fight between these guys, and the person who orchestrated the thing, Coach Pizzo gets on Kacheno when the Al Ahly bus arrives. And it's a mixture of all these things. And some people are not aware of, some people are aware of. And what you see is what's above the surface. And it becomes mind games. And I think we folded to it, because during the week, all the talk was Boskeparas, Gaston Sirino, when there was really no need. And okay, going into the game, not to be honest with you, I wasn't happy with the starting lineup.
Is it? What did
I felt like we don't have enough steel, Kopele. I know you have Temba and Gaston dancing, but you don't have enough steel. I said to you guys, Kare, I would start with Shalulile, Mutupa and Temba, or Shalulile, Temba and Kemet. And then not because of Gaston, Gaston and King, Al Ahly. No. The best football we played was Kafrantere Ela with Mshishi behind those two. And I think Gaston coming back from whatever injury it was or fed up leave or whatever, I think it really, we changed the way we were playing. It changed the way we were playing. It changed our approach in games. And I really wasn't happy starting lineup season. I don't want to lie to you. I was happy with the midfield because I honestly feel like Lewo is competing with AJ for that midfield position. I told you guys, bless her Hana competition, and Vanola is in a class of his own. I was happy with at midfield. Like if AJ starts or Lewo starts, I'm okay. As long as you don't touch Blazer for now. But front three, I wasn't happy. Center back pairing, I wasn't happy. I told you why in the previous episode. Why? You saw it again, Kajen. Did you not, Tlotlo?
Mm-hmm.
Is Rashid Deruk injured?
I know he's not, because we saw pictures of him at training just yesterday. He's not injured. He's not on injured list. I asked Neo, so does this mean Brian Onyango is ahead of Rashid Deruk? Because, like you said, you mentioned that Brian Onyango has been on the bench before they actually now at the time of Egypt and today. So does this mean Brian Onyango is ahead of Deruk at this point in time for Sundowns?
That was the reason last week, kids, and now they started Brian Onyango, and people thought he's my preferred starter, and then he's not. I said, the way things go Sundowns, if someone is on the bench, it tells you he's next in line. So might as well play him because he's next in line. But I would prefer Rashid and Libusa play there. You can play with two left-footed center backs in the PSL. You can play because most teams have they're already shitting their pants. I told you, but not these guys. Not these guys. And you wanna tell me, Coach Pizzo won't know, you don't give Nascimento enough time on the ball, guys.
He knows all of it. He knows how we build up. Like, you will start Coach Pito did his homework. Of course he did his homework. So surprise him a bit. Like you said, play. Deruk and Lubusa had done a little wrong in the run they had together in the team. Yes, we're not keeping as many clean sheets as we want to, but in the Champions League, like you said, it's the little details that get you over the line. And playing a right centre back and a left centre back in the Champions League, like you explained last week, it gives an option, a passing option better than Nascimento. Yes, Nascimento is probably the best passer of the ball in that defense, or maybe in the whole team. But the way we play and how you explained, I'm not going to explain because you explained. Anyone who didn't see it, you should go back to last week's review because you explained it perfectly. Then I was going to explain it. So yes, play Deruk, play Morena, keep him there. Yes, the AJ former boy after Lebza had a stinker last week, so he was bound to be dropped. And agreed with him being dropped and playing AJ there. And I loved how AJ played and how he kicked the Ahly players. I liked how AJ played. The front three, Shalu was isolated. Yes, like you said, Gaston and Shishu were dancing, but you needed two people in the box so that Here went Maposa, because Maposa had a brilliant game in my opinion, probably the best player on the pitch. Had to tell you cross you have two options. Aonasha Lefela, and he's got three men around him. You have Gif Mutuba there, and Gaston and Shishu were never going to win the box when you need goals. They're creators. Yes, they're goal scorers in their own right, but first and foremost, they're creators. So having Evan Kumang, Shalu up isolated, I feel that's where we won and lost the game. No, we lost the game. We lost the game and the tie.
I wasn't happy because center back pairing arena. I wasn't happy with our front three. I don't want to lie to you, Tlotlo. This was a serious brain fart. Serious brain fart. But last week in Cairo, I think even with the limitations we had, center back pairing arena, but we played so much better. And because we're two outlets, and number 10 behind them. But today, you just have two number 10s and you have Shalili isolated. At one point, I felt like Coach Beats was just laughing to himself on the bench saying, I never expected such an easy away game. That was the easiest game Ahly could have played. I don't want to lie to you. Even that goal, guys. When I saw how the Rook was winning aerial balls in the games he's played, the growth already considering in the past 2 weeks.
Even someone said, okay, if after they went the goal up in the first 20 minutes, change it. You have nothing to do. You're chasing 4 goals. Change it. Play if you want Riva in the team and Agent Kulusi, like they did second half. Play Riva center back. He can kick a right foot high. Play AJ Lim Kulisi, bring on Gif Mutupa. Your first sub and your second sub, Ibu Kulusum Daule Mushu Afonso. That was. I could not.
I don't want to lie to you. I've never been so mad at our bench. I've never been so mad. I've never seen such horror mistake. When it matters the most, you expect these guys to. No, guys, we can't.
I'd love to. I asked you before the shoot again. Please make me understand.
We gave them this game.
The Kuluzum Dauta Morena sub. I genuinely could not understand that.
How many times have I been saying to you, get a Kuluzum down? Doesn't look like he wants to compete for a place in this team. If I can see it. How a professional coach is not guys, no. More I don't want to lie to you. More guys. This was a stinker. This was a proper stinker, a proper stinker. No, this was disappointing. This was very disappointing. We could have given these guys a game. We could have. I never want to see Ricardo Nascimento play on the right side of midfield of a centre back play. I never want to see that again. If he must compete Lily Wusa.
Simple. AJ is competing with Mabu. It's as simple as that. But some things are simple. And be fair. You are fair to Obremudiba when Hassan Laile and he played well. You kept him in the team. Shinduru got the last time I remember, it was because he had a lot of mileage in his legs, so they thought they should arrest him. After that, we never saw him in the starting lineup. I didn't need him. I
don't want to lie to you. I really don't understand what it's in Kachino. Today was a disaster, boy. It was a disaster. A proper. Coach Pizzo didn't even have to try, Kachino. He didn't have to try. It was given to him, and that goal was such a demoralizer. The goal they got in the first half. I mean, where was our defense?
Yeah, that was some bad marking. Some bad. First of all, Riva allowed his men to get a flick on in a near post, and then there were 3 or 4 Ahly players battling no Shikofa post. 3 or 4 inside Onyango's 6-yard box. And
people still want to blame Onyango.
You cannot blame Onyango for that.
No,
if
guys.
It was a flick on the post. You can't blame Onyango for that. No. If you see us in the game and you are a fair person, you can't blame Onyango for that goal. It was a flick on good near post. River lost his man, I flicker, and there were 3 unmarked Al players in the 6-yard box. Come on, how do you blame the goalkeeper for that? That's just poor marking from us. Set piece again, yet another set piece goal. We conceded yet another set piece goal.
Tlotlo, I don't want to lie to you. Really, I really want to understand what happened, Kajin. Like, that was shambolic. Like, that was really shambolic. I don't want to lie to you. We had all the ball position, we had all the passes, but no sense in the zero. No sense in the zero. You take out Morena, Unokela Mudau, and Mudau drops a proper stinker. I'm lost for words. I don't want to lie to you. I'm lost for words. I think we can just go into the ratings. There's nothing to say about this game. There's nothing. No.
Otherwise, we're gonna end up saying things that are not nice, and we're going to look at it a bit later. So we might, add some good ratings. Tell us on Yanko.
I don't know. I don't know. 4.5.
Yeah.
Tabelo.
That's like, it wasn't terrible that he had to be subbed in the 52nd minute. He wasn't that terrible that he.
4.
Libusa scored a goal.
Are you accepting for your tabel?
Yeah, no, I am.
Okay. Libusa.
Yeah.
5.5.
Mento.
You rate him. Now let's tell them put still gonna see Mento. Not anything about that guy. No.
4.
I think Maposa was good today.
He was very good. In both legs, he's such an intelligent player, such a good player. Technically, he's very sound. He's got the engine to bomb up and down that left channel for Reina. He gives us an outlet. We overloaded that side cafe staff. His quality of delivery, my goodness. There are a few crosses he guess that Afonso is a part-time football, but the deliveries in the second half and in the first half, Nashota gave him Nashota a second person in that box ka first half to finish off the cross. He was very, very good.
Got an assist as well.
Oh, okay, assist actually for Muso's goal.
Yeah,
I know between 6.7.
I don't know. You decide.
6.5.
Okay. River. I was just happy Gorgachenu, he advanced the ball a lot better than last week. Yeah. The only thing is that River's downfall is just his one pace, like brings a pace one. River, if the game is flying, and then when you're winning, and you're just keeping possession, it's the best thing ever. But when you're frustrated with someone like a Jeno and you just need you need that aggression, it's frustrating. 4.
Yeah. I thought Spelling Police was very, very good today.
He was very good. I agree with you.
I remember the ways was fetching Kerry, like the amount of balls he fetched in midfield and carried into the final third was very impressive. I'd love to know the stats, like how many balls he carried from the middle third into our final third. He was good. I thought he was good.
Same here.
Brilliant little player.
Yeah. 5.5.
Yeah.
I was happy with AJ today. Last time we played at Ahly last season, Aludiang made him look like a small child. He made him look like a small boy. But today, he was motivated. I was happy with the grit and the steel that he had in this team. I want to see fair competition between AJ and Lewu going forward. Our best team is so clear. Everyone can see our best team. I just don't know why we don't play our best team.
Our best team.
I'm telling you, yeah. Like today, you say Onyango, Obrimudiba, Salibusa, Deiruk, Tapelo Morena, Rivaldo Gauthier, AJ, Kulise, Mutupa, Tambazwane, Shalulili, and you attack these guys. Or you can even go midfield too, and maybe you can actually make a case of dropping, because we're chasing the game, of dropping Gauthier and have Kulise and AJ, and then go Shalulile, go Mshishi, Gaston, Bergman, Mshishi, Shalulile, Kemet, and Gaston, or Mutupa or Kemet.
Yeah, 4-2-2-2.
Simple.
You can make a case.
Yeah, you can make a case for that. But who are we? AJ, did you rate AJ?
5.
5. Temba. What do you make of Temba's performance?
I thought after he got into the game, after Ahly scored, when we were chasing the goal, I thought he knitted play very well. Like, he dropped into spaces, Temba drops into, and Ahly players couldn't follow him all over the place. For about 30-35 minutes, I thought I was happy with his performance. But I was genuinely happy. I could see last week Nasty and how he attacked. Mangoba spoke about how Gaston said last week he didn't he got away from the spaces where they told him to attack, and Mushishi didn't, he was there, constantly there. And I think his sub was a pre-planned sub, but after an hour, we're going to take him off because John was injured. We don't want to rest that in here again. Because I fit Mushishi normally plays 90 minutes for Sundowns.
Easy.
He normally Wednesday, Saturday happened, Tuesday happened. So I think his sub was pre-planned, and I understand why. But if you're gonna sub Mushishi, who you're playing with some Mushishi. Why take out Gaston? Why take out your other 10? Why don't you take out a midfielder or a Mutupa or whoever? But anyway, we spoke about that. But I thought Mushishi was okay. He was fine.
Yeah, Lena, I'm in between, saying I was okay and happy. So I'm in between.
Yes, spot on. You're spot on. There's that thing here between okay and happy. That I can be saying, but you're right. You're 100% correct.
Yeah, I would give him a 5.
A 5, yeah.
Fair. Shalulile, Shem. This one tries Shem. But Shalulile will remind you. He will remind you that thing that Coach Mangola said. He's still not refined. He's not. Yeah, technically, I'm not. And then you will see it. You will see it get the games or so. The rating.
And they did a number on him both leagues. Both leagues. I don't remember. I only remember one opportunity where they were paid him through, and that's not finishing and defender kicked it away. Second half today on Saturday. So Shalu 4.
You know what performance really reminds me of? It reminds me of Dumiso Mabena on fire last season, and Coach Pito saying, Dumiso Mabena is on fire, and then come Nedbank Cup final, he shut him out so bad. I think
He's very good.
I think that's what he did Kashalulile. I'm good.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was saying what he did ka Ndumisoma Bena. That's what he did Kashalulile in these 2 legs.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
He shed completely did a number on him.
Yeah. Khuliso Mudau, 0.
Mabel, Gaston first. Gaston first. He didn't read Gaston. He didn't read Gaston, boy.
I think Gaston had a stinker today.
Wasn't it at his best, no?
No. In the first leg, I think he was one of our best performers, but Kajeno Hona, he didn't look interested.
Yeah.
I think Gaston 2. Yeah. Khuliso Mudau 0. Just 0 there, man.
The less said about Khuliso Mudau this season, and the better.
Yeah, I'd be happy if Khuliso Mudau is going through a jaded season, or you know what, you're at Sundowns now, dream move. I think he was at Sundowns before, development or something. You got your dream move. Also you need also maybe give first season syndrome. I don't know, but I hope that's it, because otherwise we really wasted money. The less said about this guy, the better. Who came on?
Afonso.
I think Afonso was pretty decent. He bothered that defense, and I think we bought Afonso. Well, last season was his first season again. And we said we're buying him for Champions League, and this is what we were buying him for. But it wasn't enough. I would have been interested to see Afonso go Cairo, I would have been interested to see him go Cairo. Couldn't we have gotten an away goal? Kadi said yeah, but I think he was decent. He was okay.
Okay.
4.5.
Okay. Romeo, I felt there was a few instances more at the edge of the box. He wanted to overplay where he could have hit it. I've seen Romeo hit screamers, and especially Kama left here. He's got such a very good left foot. I've seen Abeta Bergman from full of stars. I've seen him do that, and
I've seen him Abeta Kune so many times.
Boy, so not frustrated the way he wanted to overplay. He wanted to play the perfect goal where he had space on the D line. He had the penalty box where he could have hit it left, but he chose to would allow one to. But besides that, he was okay. He was okay.
Yeah, Marahatana, you could see the difference he made.
True.
You could see.
I needed more from our quality players. I needed more. Just I can't blame him.
Because the whole thing, Tlotlo, was, it's like someone saying bake a cake, and you mess up the foundation of that cake, and then it's wobbly, and you expect something out of the icing sugar. It's not gonna do anything on the cake. It's not. We were so disjointed. By the time Romeo was in it, we were disjointed. There is no balance. There was no creative midfielder. We had Romeo, Afonso, Shaluli, Mutuba, 4 strikers, and we relied on we over-relied on Aubrey and Lyle Hatzena. Falls 2. There was no one. And you still have Riva on the pitch. AJ was the only one, and Alim Kuli said, it was not like a Tlakane, boy. If you pour a pinch of salt, it doesn't matter how good it looks, boy. It's in
True.
True. So I think I can't blame Romeo that much because you could see the impact he made. The shot at goal he had with his weaker foot.
Mm-hmm. Hit the target.
Yes. I think it's a 4.5.
4.5 already.
Yeah.
Gift.
But the Gift offered nothing today.
He national ball too much. He's over in the past.
And then like you swear there was something so low Mamu Paling. Have something a GK. Oh my god, today's game, I wanna forget this game so quick. Can we play tomorrow? Super Sport.
Disaster class. Wednesday can come sooner.
It can come sooner. Like I really need a cleanse. Like I need something to cleanse my eyes and my mind from what we saw today. Brother Gift cover to Ateza Maelele to your high.
We are high. That's what I thought. I
don't remember anything. I don't want to let you.
Yeah. You can't read liar. I don't
remember anything. And that was it. Allow me to rate the coaches today. I always give you big fat 0.
Disaster class for
0. -5 actually. They owe me 5. It was a disaster. Like once.
You're pissed. You are so pissed. Yes.
There was nothing.
Disaster class from the coaches.
Like we just threw in players, guys. No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely nothing. Abagri feel nothing. But I really said this are non-supporters who went to give the team guard of honor. I will rate the supporters who went to give the team guard of honor an 8 out of 10. Those supporters, they saw the chips are down and they said, you know what, we're clapping Roberta's group and sing for our team. Even though some supporters took advantage of that situation, Bona Bio attacker Bise Al Ahly, it really poured salt on the good that the Sundowns supporters who said, let's focus on our team. It really ruined that because no one is no longer talking about that. Everyone is talking about the video, the people who were swearing at Coach Pizzo. And I really hope Sundowns condemns those supporters who saw at Coach Pizzo. I mean, this is the most successful coach in our club's history. Whether you like it or not, you can never erase that. He's won trophies that we were dreaming of. Sundowns, when he left and he posted that tweet, what did your caption say?
The impossible dream made possible.
Exactly. Coach Pizzo made us dream, man, and whether people like it or not, I saw some people even saying Coach Pizzo was just an employee, there was nothing special, and it's so disappointing, guys. Even a supporters national chairperson, like denouncing the work that Coach Pizzo did. And this is the person that people voted for to be a national chairperson. Yadi Branche, shameful stuff, guys. I'm really, really disappointed. I wanted a proper battle against Coach Pizzo, his work put us where we are. And the club put him where he is today. It worked hand in hand. No one is above. Coach Pizzo is not above the club. The club is not above Coach Pizzo or anything. They worked hand in hand to put us there. But at the end of the day, this badge comes before anything else, guys. So I'd like to give the supporters who woke up 10 out of 10, actually, even 8 out of 8. 10 out of 10 to the supporters who went to give our team bus a guard of honor, you guys that went there. And now, unfortunately, I couldn't go. 10 out of 10 for you guys. It's unfortunate how the people hijacked such a good thing to go and act so barbaric to the Ahly bus. But anyway,
Embarrassed.
yeah.
Yeah, they embarrassed the club. They embarrassed
Yeah.
us as a fan.
And embarrassed us as a fan base. They embarrassed us as a fan base. Because you know how Coach Pizzo used to speak about us, even when he left. You know the relationship between Coach Pizzo. Like, there's huge banners of this guy from the supporters. He knows how much we love him. We know how much he loves us. And for a small fraction of us to do that, it's really embarrassing. I feel so embarrassed. But anyway, this is how things happen in football. Not everyone will appreciate your good work. But yeah, hopefully we move on from this thing and we just focus on winning the league and go again next season. Hope we have a better campaign in the Champions League. Anyway, I'm sure some of the things I said today I will regret tomorrow, but this is how I feel.
No one can judge or disagree with you. This is how you feel.
This is how I genuinely feel. But yeah, what an emotional day. Wow, guys, I really can't believe Ritsu so. Like, there was no fight. Absolutely no fight. And I hope we can fix this. The coaches we have on the bench are not there by favors. They are there on merit, and the league campaign proves that. So hopefully we can take our league form and throw it into the Champions League next season. But you know the famous words, we go again. Yeah. We go again. That's it from me. I don't know if you have something else to say.
We go again.
See you guys after the next game. Sharp.